Bob Hoskins killed him for 30 years, but Chris Pratt brought him back from cinematic death. We're talking about the revival of Mario at the movies in animated form. This is The Binge, a show that merges the two greatest things this world has to offer, movies and booze. Each week we make our way through an entry of a franchise and get a little drunk along the way. This week, it's the Super Mario Bros. Movie. I'm your host, Joshua Ryan, and today, I'm jacking it. Just keeping it simple, because that's what Mario would do. A little Jack and Coke. With me, as always, my co-host Timbo. What's up?
What's happening, Josh? I'm very excited to be here. I got my...
You see it, brother.
Donkey Kong. If this chest had pecs, and if these pecs knew how to dance, then we'd be doing the tango right now, Josh. Ooh, baby, I am trying something new. All the rage right now is these vodka seltzers. I'm not a big vodka guy or a seltzer guy, but...
What are you doing?
I don't know. I'm going outside my comfort zone. I got a high noon. I got a few of them here.
You told me you were unwilling to go out of your comfort zone last time we were together.
I have a high noon. This is a pineapple, and I'm gonna put it.
Pineapple.
I don't know. It's the first one I grabbed. It's got no sugar, no gluten. Thank God, no gluten. Oh. And it's 100 calories. I'm gonna put this in my mouth hole, and we're gonna see how this goes.
With us, joining us, special guest, the mighty Dave. You know him as the producer, the editor, and a friend. What's up, Dave?
Love her.
Woohoo! Is all I gotta say, guys.
It's all you need.
Happy to be here. Happy to be here. Once again, I'm drinking a little bit of Blue Moon today.
I love Blue Moon.
I've discovered that I really like it. I got a couple of cases.
I'm not a fan.
So, yeah, you're not a fan.
I don't know. I've never been a big fan of the Blue Moon or the. Is that the Belgian
Blue
wheat?
Moon's good.
Right, Belgian wheat.
Good.
That's what it is.
It's a wheat beer.
I'm not a big fan of the wheat beer.
Wheat beers are my favorite.
I want to be a fan of
good.
it because it's everywhere and it's just like an easy go-to. But I'm not.
I usually drink stouts, but I don't know what it is. But I like it.
Stouts are gross.
It's just good.
Cheers, everyone.
Yes, raise a glass.
Cheers.
To let's go.
Last week we talked live action, a movie that was very hated when it first came out, a movie that bombed but has gone on to become somewhat of a cult classic. People are really beginning to appreciate it. I love it. I'll just say right here, I like the live action version much better than the new animated version. For the live action, though, Nintendo had pretty much given the directors full reign. We talked about this. The directors, the producers, they got to do whatever they wanted. It backfired on them. I think it turned out great. And in the moment, was considered a huge misfire, so much so that we didn't get a Nintendo adaptation or a Mario movie for a really long time. Now, for this one, it's kind of the opposite, because Nintendo had a really strong hold on it. They maintained a lot of creativity. They kept a really tight leash when they finally decided to let Mario be adapted again. It's a pretty divisive movie between fans and critics. On Rotten Tomatoes, it has a 59% from critics and a 95% from the general audience. It's a massive score from the audiences. They really loved it. They showed up at the box office, which we'll be talking about. Did you guys see this in theaters? Did you contribute to the massive box office?
No, I waited until it was on VOD. I did not want to see it in theater myself. It didn't really excite me all that much.
Oh, yeah, no, I was excited. I saw it in theaters. What do critics know? They're dumb. You know what I mean?
I saw it.
I'm a critic.
Wait, what?
I saw it in theaters. I remember I took my wife. She had like an appointment. I had to drop her off, and I was just sitting there for a minute. And I was like, the hell am I supposed to do? This is taking forever. I Googled it, and there was a theater right around the corner from me. A theater I'd never heard of in the town I live in. I was like, what? There's a theater over here? I show up to it. There was a reason I'd never heard of it. This was the most dilapidated, like, come into my backyard, sit in my shed, watch a movie type thing. I go into this plaza. This thing should be condemned. It is closed down now. I walk in, and it is the smelliest, stinkiest, dirtiest kind of old backrooms looking theater. And I was like, God, I'm hungry, but I will not get food from here. I am not eating the popcorn. I go into the actual theater where the screen is. I'm the only one there. I was the only one in the entire theater. Nobody came in. And when I go into the actual theater where the screen is, it was also a storage room, boxes, stacked up on all sides, literally just like boxes, mops and stuff. And in the aisle where you have to walk is a bucket, multiple buckets, just catching dripping water. Fitting for Mario. The plumbing, the leaks, a plumber.
Sure.
Maybe, you know what? Maybe it was 4DX at the time and I didn't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it was just an immersive experience. But that's where I watched it and the seats were sticky. And it was okay.
Was this in between the adult films that they play at your theater?
Well, I didn't show up in time for those. I was late.
Well, I mean, I feel
now, this movie directed by Aaron Horvath, if I'm saying these correct, and Michael Jelinek. They worked together on Teen Titans Go, a show I am familiar with, but have never seen.
I've never heard of Horvath.
I've heard of a whore's bath. That's when you just, spray little things or get little wet naps on you, and you're good to go. You get back out there. My kids love Teen Titans Go. They actually watch it quite a bit, and I'm like, yeah, but Teen Titans was so much better. So much better.
And do they really go?
It's just an excuse for them to go crazy. That's all it is. It's fucking lunacy, is what it is.
I know, like Beast Boy is in it.
It's a Looney Tunes with Teen Titans because everything is off the fucking wall and none of it matters.
I mean, that sounds delightful.
But the original Teen Titans was fucking awesome. There's a storyline, there's plot.
What about that one they did where they tried to make it dark and like Robin's like, fuck Batman? The like newer one that just came out, live action?
That was the live action Teen Titans. I never watched that one because I thought that was dumb. But my one friend watched it and he's a big Jason Todd guy and he said he liked it. He said it wasn't too bad.
It looked like the gothic kid who was like not a real gothic kid, just thought it made him look cool and tried to say things that like he tried to like quote Edgar Allan Poe, but he got the quotes wrong.
Never bore. You know what I mean? Never bore.
So the movie was written by Matthew Fogel. He wrote Minions: Rise of Gru, The Lego Movie 2, and Big Mama's House 3, Like Father, Like Son. Good for him. Some would say that's the best one.
Who would that someone be?
Voice cast. For me, it's a mixed cast. I think a lot of the cast is just perfectly cast. They fit the roles perfect. And then there's a couple that I'm just like, what are these people doing? Like one, okay, Chris Pratt as Mario. The casting of Chris Pratt was super controversial when it first came out. Everybody was just like, why is Chris Pratt Mario? He doesn't seem like the character Mario. He doesn't have the voice of the character Mario. Nope. But he had done voice work leading up to that. Of course, the Lego Movie and Garfield. Who could forget Chris Pratt's classic Garfield? Iconic.
My kids also they got on a run where they were watching it for maybe a week straight, and then they got rid of it.
I've never seen it, but I'll tell you, I know he hates Mondays, and he loves
hate Mondays. Loves it. Now he had to have a dialect coach on this one as well, because I guess if I remember correctly, the rumor was that he wasn't hitting those the accent quite well enough.
He doesn't really do an accent.
Yes, he does. What are you fucking talking about? There's an accent.
Yeah.
In the commercial, which we'll get to, they open with the thick Italian accent.
Yeah, he does the very derogatory Italian accent in the commercial.
But his normal voice,
But then,
like Brooklyn-ish,
Yeah. He's like, what you gonna do with my brother? Yeah, it's like, it's not...
like he really just made his voice a little squeakier.
It's like, I don't think I would have liked to see a whole 90-minute movie with,
Sure.
I would. That's the character. That's what Mario sounds like.
It would be annoying, I think, over time.
But you don't, even when you're playing the game, he's not talking the whole fucking time. I will say, I don't think Chris Pratt, I'm going to say it, hot take alert. Chris Pratt, I don't think did anything special for the role. And I think that they could have got somebody else who probably would have provided a better voice.
At the end of the day, I thought I was going to be disappointed with him. But
me too.
I was okay with it.
I'm not disappointed. I just think that maybe he wasn't the best choice. I think there could have been somebody different.
I'm angry.
No, but also like Charlie Day as Luigi. I don't know why. It just fucking fits. Like Charlie Day is Luigi.
It does.
You know what I mean?
And I'm not even shitting on Chris Pratt's version of it, but I did want the Italian. Give me that. That's who Mario is in the game. Dave, what you're giving me here, you sound like the Goofy movie. Have you seen this? Oh, of course you have. You did a rendition. I've seen your musical video of it. So did you watch the documentary Not Just a Goof?
No, I didn't see it.
So in the documentary Not Just a Goof on Disney Plus, which was a great documentary because I love that movie. And they were talking about how the initial plans for the Goofy movie, the producers were pushing back and they were like, we can't do the Goofy voice for the whole movie. Nobody wants to hear Goofy talk for the whole movie.
You have to.
Of course.
And originally, they wanted Steve Martin to come in and just be Steve Martin's voice. Regular voice. That's what this producer was like. Get Steve Martin. And the writer, gross. I think it was the writer on it, was just like so bothered by this, so upset, but he was getting so much pushback that he goes back, and I'm forgetting the Goofy voice actor's name, but he tells the Goofy voice actor, read the script in your normal voice. We have to like prove a point. He's like, you don't want me to say yuck and do all this? He's like, no, just read it like you. So they did it, and then he took that back to the producer, played it for him, and was like, does that sound like fucking Goofy? Does that sound good to you? And he was just like, all right, you're right. He can be Goofy. Make him do the Goofy. That's what you sound like when you're like, I don't want to hear Mario be Mario for a whole movie. Come on.
But there's a difference between Goofy and Mario.
What's the difference between a hook and whoa?
Because you've already heard Goofy talk for so long that not to have Goofy talk like Goofy is Goofy. Where Mario,
other than Goofy a movie, Goofy has been in TV series and shorts and whatever.
Name one. By name.
Everything on Disney.
But name one by name.
Disney. I'm not going to do that. I'm not.
Of course you're not. Because I
just because he doesn't know
your argument.
Just because there's no hole. Just because he doesn't remember the name doesn't mean there isn't any. That's the whatever argument.
They're all over. They're all over.
Anyway, no. Chris Pratt does try to do a watered down Brooklyn accent, and it is not good.
He does,
but it's not like the worst, obviously. But it's like
it's not the.
Did Chris
it's not
Pratt
the biggest problem?
Dave?
I was just going to say it's not the biggest issue with the film.
No.
It's just, no.
But this was also at the time when the internet had just decided to turn on Chris Pratt. Like when he first was on Parks and Rec, people loved him. Yeah. When he first got cast in Guardians of the Galaxy, people loved him. And then somewhere along the way, it was probably when he was showing up in every fucking movie, for like several years straight. And people, like Tim, we were talking about this before recording. People try and dig into a celebrity's personal beliefs and just kind of turn it against him, and he's a very religious person. Yeah. People were just coming at him. People were attacking him. There's a lot of discourse online, I remember, of him being the worst Chris. They were like, he's voted the worst Chris. If you had to get rid of a Chris, talking about, Chris Evans, Chris Hemsworth, Chris Pine, and Chris Pratt, which I don't know which of those four is the worst. I think they're all pretty decent. I'd have a beer with all of them. They all seem all right. One of them's in Star Trek. One of them holds a big hammer.
Two of them are in Star Trek.
Oh, you're right. Hemsworth is the daddy in the opening of Star Trek.
He's Papa.
I always forget about that.
Yeah, he's Papa Chris. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you don't think of Chris Hemsworth when you think
it's
Chris.
Not a Star Trek role. Yeah.
First of all, as a non-Star Trek person, that opening scene got me heavily invested in that new franchise.
No,
you're not allowed to say Trek yet. I thought you weren't allowed to say Trekkie. I thought that was
no. That's a thing.
Oh, okay.
After I saw the 09 movie, I was like, I'm going to go back and I'm going to watch the shows now because that's...
I wanted to, and then I didn't. And then I was like, it's fine. But you know who... Okay, so let's talk... Like, Josh, we never got past Chris. So we're kind of... Well, whatever with Chris Pratt being Mario. Charlie Day as Luigi, I say yes. Perfect casting. He was great.
I'm okay with him. I don't have anything wrong with him. I don't think he... is Luigi, like you guys said.
Well, wait, real quick, before you go any further, Tim, the real voice of Mario is hiding in this movie.
Is he really hiding? He's right there.
Charles Martinet, who is the voice of Mario in the Nintendo video games, voices Mario's father. Woohoo!
Woohoo!
And I think he's also the other guy playing the Jumpman thing.
I think he might have been.
Yeah. So, but then, is also perfect? Jack Black as Bowser. Perfect.
Yes.
I agree with that.
So this is what I was saying, but you skipped one that I want to talk about first, because I said there's two that are kind of meh, and then the rest are great. The one that I think is kind of meh, Anya Taylor-Joy, who I love.
Agreed.
As Princess Peach.
I think...
Kind of random.
Yeah. I think Anya Taylor-Joy is a great actress. I think she does wonderful stuff. But yeah, in this movie, you're just like, did you bring anything to the character?
They don't do anything good with the character of Princess Peach. I think her character kind of sucks.
What?
Her entire character is just... I'm not what you expect me to be. I'm a girl boss. And that's literally it. They don't give her anything. Besides, I just show up. I'm going to teach you, Mario. You're the only human in Mushroom Kingdom, so I got the hots for you. First of all, why is she in fucking Mushroom Kingdom? Why is she the princess of Mushroom Kingdom? Everybody there is either a fucking turtle or a mushroom, and she's just a human. Where are the other humans? How did she get there?
She's like a god to them.
I think you'll find out in our next week's episode of Super Mario Galaxy.
Well, I don't want to.
Stay tuned for that.
I don't know anything about that movie. I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't seen it. I'll be going in blind.
Really?
What about
I went to the theater.
What about Seth Rogen?
Okay, hold on. Have you guys never seen the show?
Yeah,
I go through the cast list.
Yeah,
I'm going through it right now. Next,
Hurry
Jack
up.
Black as Bowser. Great casting.
Yes.
All the rest here are dynamite casting. Charlie Day as Luigi, which we talked about. Keegan-Michael Key as Toad. Great.
Yep.
No complaints. But Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong and Jack Black as Bowser, I think, are the two most spot on, honestly. Their voices just really lend themselves to the characters. Tim, don't do this to me.
I'm going to do
You made
it.
this.
No, Jack Black at least tried to change his voice a little bit, and he made it deeper and sound like actually like Bowser. And, Peaches
like
Peaches is
Yeah, but
a
Donkey
monster.
Kong's
Yeah, he's
voice.
like, destroy Mushroom Kingdom. All that was great. Where Seth Rogen is just Seth Rogen.
This is just Seth Rogen.
Yeah, but it's
just
because
Seth
it
Rogen.
fits, man. It's because it
I don't know if it fits. I don't
think it fits. When I heard Seth Rogen was Donkey Kong, I was like, you know what? I've never heard him speak. Donkey Kong, not Seth Rogen. And I was just like, but I imagine he sounds like Seth Rogen.
I don't know why I thought the same thing. I was like, you've never heard Seth Rogen speak, you moron. Sure, I was excited for the casting too, but he didn't do anything with his voice. He's just talking. Where Keegan-Michael Key,
Sometimes that's all
you don't know that's
all
even
we're
him.
doing. We're just talking. I'm not doing anything.
Yes, but
with my
we're not
voice.
getting paid to be a fucking fictional character right now. Keegan-Michael Key, I forgot that was
I'd
even
pay you
him.
to be
I was like,
Kong.
oh shit, they either he was able to get that pitch, which I don't think he was, and they totally auto-tuned his ass to get that Toadstool pitch. Which why isn't his name Toadstool? His name is Toadstool in the fucking game, right? What happened there?
I would say
his name is
Keegan.
Toadstool here. They call him Toad
no,
for
it's
short.
Toad. No, you just said my
I
name
think
is
it last
Toad.
Mr. Stool.
No, he's not a sample. He's the whole thing. And they never say stool. His name is just Toad.
I think it's Keegan and Anya are both voices that I feel like I didn't catch when I heard them. It was just random people when I watched the movie, and then I found out later.
Random
on,
people.
Like, oh, it's Keegan and Anya, but they're in there because they're famous, not because they fit the role 100%.
And listen,
so are you saying
is not easy.
Are you saying that Seth Rogen was good for Donkey Kong, but Keegan wasn't good for Toad?
I don't have a huge problem with Seth as Donkey Kong, but it really is just Seth.
I don't think.
But the only one that I was 100% in for was Jack Black. That's the only one that I was like, yes.
Well, yeah, mine's Jack and then Charlie Day as Luigi.
Yeah, I mean
Charlie Day was great.
I do like Charlie Day because they missed the opportunity. You could have put Danny DeVito. Charlie Day, Danny DeVito.
No, we were just talking. I want Danny DeVito for Wario.
Oh my God, that'd be so great.
That would be good.
I want that now.
But then who's Waluigi? I'll do it.
Who's Waluigi?
Charlie Day again.
Waluigi.
I don't know.
First of all, okay, the name Wario makes sense. You just turned the M upside down because it's like the inverse, evil version of Mario. Waluigi? The fuck are you doing? That doesn't even fit. That doesn't make any sense. I like it. I don't have complaints. I'm just confused how you got there. It seems lazy and it seems cheap, but sometimes lazy and cheap is good. That's how I met my wife.
Here's the problem. My name is Luigi Mario, and his name is Mario. So we're the Mario brothers.
Yeah. Wario
and
Luigi, Waluigi.
Waluigi. Actually, if I remember the actual lore of Waluigi, Wario is just an actor that Wario hires to be a Waluigi for him and be an evil version of Luigi. I really think that that's the true lore of Waluigi. It was just an actor that he's just hey dude, you have to put on this character
and be evil.
I didn't Google it. I'm not going to Google it now, but I think that that's true. I think I dreamt it.
I'm going with it. That's headcanon now.
Let's do it.
So this movie released April 5th, 2023. Opened number 1 at the box office. So that weekend, this is what the box office looked like. Top 10. Number 1, Super Mario. Number 2, Evil Dead Rise. What a double feature that would be. 3, Guy Ritchie's The Covenant. 4, John Wick Chapter 4. We covered that one. 5, Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves.
Just saw that one.
6, Air.
Ooh.
That's where Matt Damon invents
Michael
a
Jordan.
shoe.
He does.
7, The Pope's Exorcist. That's the one where we get Russell Crowe on a Vespa,
Yeah.
right? Yes.
Yeah, he's on a Vespa just scooting around.
I love it because
I did like it, actually.
he was like not even a great movie, but it's not a bad movie. It's entertaining and it has its moments.
It helps pass the
But
time.
I liked it because Russell Crowe both seemed very invested in the character and both very he didn't care and wasn't trying really hard. So he wasn't trying that hard, but he was trying hard enough that you're just like, oh, he's kind of into this, even though it's ridiculous and silly. And
I just love
you wound up with a weird kind of low energy exorcist who was chubby and riding a Vespa in Rome, and I just liked it.
And that's the main thing. I love the fact that everyone takes away from that movie is Russell Crowe riding a Vespa.
It's because it was so funny to see.
It was very funny.
I've never seen him ride one. We weren't done. 8, Renfield. 9, Beau is Afraid, the Ari Aster movie. And 10, the anime movie. What is it? Suzumi? Suzumi. Zoom.
So, Sumi?
Yeah, it was an anime movie that came out. I saw the poster, didn't see the movie. Budget, $100 million. That's a big budget for an animated movie. $100 million. Box office, though, you know what? That big budget worked because the box office total for this movie was $1,360,783,214. The domestic, $574 million of that was domestic. So it actually brought in more overseas, which makes sense. Nintendo is, a Japanese company. Super Mario Bros. Movie is the 5th highest grossing animated film of all time. It comes in just behind Neza 2, which was the big movie that just came out last year and became instantly the highest grossing animated film of all time. Number 2 is Inside Out 2. Number 3 is Frozen 2. It is interesting that out of the top 5 highest grossing animated films of all time, they're all sequels except for Super Mario Bros. I think that speaks to the power of pasta in Italy.
I think it's a sequel to the 1993 movie.
Oh, that would be a cool if they did. What if they just made an animated? They made a comic book sequel to the live action one, which we didn't talk about last week.
Wow.
Oh, they really? You never did.
There is a comic book follow up, a fairly modern one, I think, from not too long ago. But
yeah,
God, these are very different movies. The live action in this, aren't they? It was a massive success. Super Mario Bros. Movie was a massive success, not only at the box office, but even outside of that. Bowser's song Peaches, which is just a gag from the movie, an excuse to let Jack Black cook while singing the word peaches kind of over and over again, debuted at number 83 on the Billboard Hot 100, and it climbed to number 56, making it Jack Black's first ever solo Hot 100 hit. And that's not the only video game joke song from Jack Black that made it onto the Hot 100 because Steve's Lava Chicken peaked at 78 on the Billboard Hot 100.
Yeah. Lava Chicken, Steve's Lava Chicken.
I guess the question is, which is the better song?
Well, Steve's Lava Chicken isn't very long.
I prefer Steve's. It's 34 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah, because I've listened to both of them very much on repeat because of my children, and we have a lot of fun with both of them. Honestly, even though there's way more.
I have a lot of fun with them.
Peaches is a lot longer. Peaches is longer.
I can tell you that I've heard Steve's Lava Chicken a whole lot more than Peaches.
Oh yeah.
Peaches come from a can. They were put in by a man.
Nope.
Is that not what it is?
The tagline. Not all heroes wear capes. Some wear overalls. I like it. I think it's a good...
It's a good one.
When was the last time you guys wore overalls?
Oh.
Probably fourth grade.
That's what I'm saying. When I was a kid.
Like 4th, 5th grade, something like that. Yeah.
I remember as a child
I could still do it.
I don't know. I think overalls
Same
are...
pair?
No.
Like all three of us. I had a New York Yankee overalls. Those were dope. But I think overalls are sexy on girls, and then on dudes, it's like, oh, I just gotta go to work.
It's the weird farmer with the, and they're shirtless and they're naked underneath.
X? Did
Whoa.
you see the movie X?
Yeah.
Mia Goth. Mia Goth wears overalls with nothing else.
I remember that. Yeah.
You would.
Chef's kiss.
You nasties.
To Mia Goth.
Anyway.
Runtime 92 minutes. It's quick. It's breezy. Award
It's a good
nominations.
runtime. Good runtime.
This movie was not nominated for Best Animated Feature at the Oscars. This year we had The Boy and the Heron, Elemental, Nimona, Robot Dreams, and Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. The Boy and the Heron ended up winning. No Super Mario, despite it being the biggest animated hit. You guys ready to talk
Before I
about
do that, I finished my pineapple almost. It's pretty good. The first couple sips were weird, but
No.
the
I don't
pineapple
like
isn't
the
that bad.
pineapple. I just don't
Which
like
one?
pineapple.
Which one
I'm
should I
not a
try
tropical
next?
fruit guy.
I got 3 more sitting: mango, passion fruit, or watermelon. Which one do you guys want? Spin the wheel.
Mango fruit.
Yeah, that one.
All right, let's do that and talk about this movie, fam. High noon.
Yeah, I
Alright.
thought we already were. Let's do it.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, this is
said
where we get
mango?
into the
Okay.
to the nitty gritty. So we crawl into Mario's fucking overalls and get in his crevices.
Yeah, let's go clean
Wow.
his pipes.
Yeah, I'm gonna. It opens with Bowser, the king of the Koopas, and his minions invading the penguins. We get a penguins versus the Koopas kind of snowball fight made for comedy. I think this is a humorous little opening. It's a little predictable when they do they lowering the gate and you see the shadow and they do the big build-up like it's going to be huge. You know it's not going to be huge. First of all, they already showed you in the trailers, but even outside of that, the gag is very kind of predictable that you're like, it's going to drop and be something little, and it is little. Hey, little's okay. My wife tells me that all the time, and I believe her.
I'm sure she
looks
does.
Sincere when she says it.
Now,
She does.
can somebody tell me the difference? Because maybe you know the games a little bit better than me because I played
Between little and
Sega a
big?
lot more than...
This is 6 inches.
2 inches.
Between
That's 6 inches.
King Koopa and Bowser. What's the
They're
difference?
the one and the same.
What? Okay.
Bowser
All right,
is
fine.
king of the Koopas. He is the King Koopa. That's the
All right,
title.
fine.
King Koopa is
Mango.
a title.
Mango taste.
Bowser
All
is
right.
his name. That's the difference.
I don't
First-
like it.
First sip is something.
Was that a rough one?
But
Relax
like the
your
first
throat,
sip and the other
Tim.
one just hits you with something, some sort of flavor,
Tim,
but I don't know if
Tim,
it's a good flavor.
Tim, relax your
Yeah.
throat.
I know these things are very, down the hatch. Can we just say how funny that scene is, though? I love that little penguin guy. That's
think
like
it's
one
okay.
of my. It's so no, it's funny the way he was so intense. And he's just like, that is but the taste of our fury. Do you
Part's
yield?
funny. I'll give you that.
Oh,
Throw
just
the
like,
snowballs. Come
Oh,
on
it's just
now.
so great.
Okay.
And it's the
I think-
Kill Bill music. So funny.
The very next scene, I think, is funnier. I do think that scene made me go like, that scene made me exhale from like my nose, like. But the next scene actually made me chuckle a little bit and be like. So, and the next scene is when we get the Super Mario Brothers plumbing commercial, and then which is funny.
love
This is
it.
when we get the hefty Italian accents, which are immediately dropped in reality. But what I'm talking about, and in this scene we also see a dude playing Jumpman on the arcade,
Yes.
which is of course the very first Mario. But what I'm talking about is when they go on their first job, when they get their first call. It's very reminiscent of Ghostbusters. We got one. We go on our first call. And they're just going to fix a leaky sink. I loved this scene. This scene I thought was chef's kiss.
I think.
top notch.
Well, I think they did. Before we get to that, I think they did a great job with all the little Easter eggs. They're in, punch knockout or punch out pizzeria. You have Jumpman. You have the Duck Hunt, and even Spike is a
Was there
is a
Duck
villain.
Hunt? Where was Duck Hunt?
I think there was a sign for Duck Hunt. I mean, there's Easter eggs.
Are you just
all
guessing?
over this movie.
Oh man, yeah.
All
There's
over.
a lot of Easter eggs.
I
This
like-
movie is very
and
Easter
that's what I
egg
loved
heavy.
about it. I love that they did that. I mean, Spike is an earlier villain of Mario's, and he's part of a Wrecking Crew video game. So they did a great job with all the Easter eggs, which we're not going to be able to get into in this
No.
video because it's a whole video itself. But I love the nod to the.
That's like
first
real
of all,
Easter. You don't always
first
find
of
all the
all-
eggs.
why does every Mario movie their van just not work? You know, they didn't work in the other one, the 90s one. They don't work in this one.
Vans are notoriously shitboxes.
Vans are always breaking down. And so then they got to do the 2D scroller.
You know why?
Where they're jumping the 2Ds, and then he had to climb up the thing. He hit the flagpole. He came down. That was a nice little nod to the original game. And then, yes, like you said, you got the dog, who apparently has a beef with Luigi.
Do we ever see the back of that van? What do they have back there?
Don't free candy. Don't worry about it. It's fine. And then the dog apparently hates Luigi because he stepped on his milk bone.
Yes, the dog was the best actor in this movie. When he's pressed against the shower, making the eyes at him, and then, you know, when he's swimming up, when the shower's filling with the water, I was chuckling. I was continuously at a modest to moderate chuckle, which is good.
I like the real world stuff, the stuff in New York.
I preferred it.
I was happy with it.
I preferred them in Brooklyn over the Mushroom Kingdom.
Every time. That would have been a cool movie. Yeah.
The whole movie's in the fucking Mushroom Kingdom. They're hardly in Brooklyn.
No. It's bookended. It's bookended in reality, Tim.
I said hardly. I didn't say never. You fuck.
It's bookended in Brooklyn, and you know what? I like a good Brooklyn bookend.
Well, you do look like a good Brooklyn bookend. Yeah. You like to get bookended in Brooklyn. Dave's having a hard time.
Mario hates mushrooms. It's a great gag. This is when I'll get it.
It's all right. So do I.
Oh, mushrooms so good.
As soon as before I even realized it was going to become a thing, when he's just like at the table eating with his family, and he's like, "Oh, mushrooms! I don't like mushrooms." I was just like, first of all, I'm with you, brother. I won't eat those mushrooms either. They're a fungus.
Yeah.
Why would I put a fungus into my body unless it's for medicinal purposes? I'm not going to put a fungus into my body for pleasure.
I'll
put myself into a fungus for pleasure, but I won't put a fungus into me for pleasure.
That sounds a little bit different, yeah.
It goes the other way around.
Are delicious.
It doesn't reverse.
No mushrooms on my pizza. No, Mamma Mia.
Man, you guys are missing out.
You are on an island all alone with your fungus. Hey,
from Long Island. That's fine.
A fun guy.
There's a mushroom planet on Sonic too. That's pretty cool.
I wonder,
hey, was that like? You stay on the right fucking game. That is Sega, and Nintendo, they clash, brother.
I wonder if that was like a little nod to Mario, the little mushroom planet, and then making fun of it.
Maybe.
My neighbor
Sonic
has
does seem
Sega,
like a dick who would do that.
Yeah, and we would switch.
A mushroom head. Yeah.
So when we see Princess Peach's castle. Her castle looks just like in the games. I did appreciate this. Looks like Mario 64, the stained glass. The toadstool guards say, the princess is in another castle when they get there. That's the line from the games. Every time in the original game, when you got to the end of the level, you thought you were going to save Princess Peach. And Toadstool, or the little mushroom, would just be like, the princess is in another castle. We got to keep going. They brought it in. They did it, guys. That's it. That's a win.
That's a game. And
that's a win. That's a win for
game
you?
Over. That's actually game continued because you didn't beat it because she's in another castle. But they did it.
Another Easter egg.
That's gaslighting. That's what that shit is. That's fucking gaslighting. You're like, let's go to this castle, and you could do everything. And then you're like, I cleaned the whole thing. Oh, you cleaned it. Oh, that's so nice. She wasn't here. Oh, man, we got to go clean that castle.
That's slave labor.
That's some.
But you know what I don't like? I didn't like this scene. Mario gets to Peach. They make their way in. And he's just like, you're going to help me save my brother. That's my Chris Pratt Mario impression. You're going to help me save my brother. Yeah. She's just like, okay, I'll do it. If you can do this. And takes him out to the gauntlet. And it's just like this is the movie's problem. And people are going to say, oh, it's a kid's movie. It doesn't need to be deep and serious and have an actual plot, and it doesn't need plot development, and it doesn't need characters to actually be characters and do things. You know what? Kids' movies can have characters that do things. Just being like, I go here. Mario's just like, I got here. I'm telling you to save my brother. Okay, if you can do this thing, then I'll do it. And it's just like, what is going on? No, he just broke his way into the castle and was like, you're going to save my brother, finger pointing at the princess. You don't just do that to royalty. First of all, show some
I agree that
respect.
this is this is the main problem with the movie because I don't think the story was ever their main concern. Their main concern
There's
was
no
to get
story.
as much.
There's about a
Nintendo-
1% story in this movie.
Yeah.
They want to get as much Nintendo Mario property into
Right.
one movie as they can, and
Which is
then
where
they
I'm
were
going.
like, okay, now we got all that. What kind of story can we fit into the crevices and make it make somewhat of sense?
And he never
To their
won.
credit,
And he never
They
did
do force
defeat the gauntlet. He never defeated the gauntlet. And she's like, let's go anyway.
he got close. He did get close. I'll give him that.
So he got close, but he never did it. She said,
You're
if
right.
you
He
can defeat
failed.
it, we'll go.
Mario's a
He failed.
failure. He's a failed plumber because you know what?
By
That
that
dog
much.
got in his head, and he went there for a tiny leak. The sink leaked. You know, not even
Destroyed
saying you
it.
call a plumber for him. All he did was tighten it. But they go there for a tiny sink leak, and you know what? The dog gets in his fucking head, and he leaves flooding that house. It leaks out of everywhere. He's a failed plumber. He's shitty at his job. If a dog
over.
can make you fuck up your job, you're not good at it. Dog couldn't make me fuck up podcasting. I'd punch it.
What if you're a dog groomer?
A dog farmer?
Groomer. Like, you got to fucking
Groomer.
cut them and
I would never
and
farm
trim
a
their
dog,
nails. Okay.
Anywho, Mario bad at his job. All of them. All of the jobs. I don't know, superhero, he's bad at that. He just shows up again.
Your
Tell
point
me,
was
make
that
me do this
the-
thing. Fails
the
at the
plot
gauntlet.
there you go.
I do appreciate a little training montage, sure. This one felt super weak. It's a weak training montage. It's just him running the gauntlet over and over again. And also,
I need a hero.
I need a
I know,
hero.
and
That's
oh
still
yeah,
a good
okay,
song,
the,
though.
the song. I need the hero. So on the nose, it's so overused. I love the song.
I liked
the song
it.
Is,
I liked it.
no, the song. It's a good song, but it is the most generic,
It was-
cliched song you could pick for the moment.
It was better in Shrek when they did in Shrek. Because they
That's my
actually
point, Chris.
needed
It's been done.
They
It's
they
been
needed a
done.
hero. Yeah. So
You know what?
They also used the same
Shrek
song
could beat
in Guardians
Mario
of the
and he'd
Galaxy.
fuck him.
What?
what?
Shrek would do it.
What happened?
And in the morning, they have a waffles.
Waffles.
You keep drinking, Josh.
I'm saying of the two I need a hero moments,
Yeah, I think it's better
Shrek
in
makes
Shrek.
more sense. And Shrek could beat
yeah.
up Mario and would fuck him.
Why does he have to fuck him?
To show dominance. You don't think he fucked Farquaad?
No.
No, I don't think.
You guys aren't watching the movie the right way.
Is this the movie you watched in
watching
that
a different movie.
Yeah, is it in that sticky theater you went to? That you sure
His
you
name
watched
is
the right movie?
Farquaad.
This Shrek XXX. Freaking.
For real.
Listen, there's a lot of sexuality in Shrek. Some of it is surface level. Some of it breaks through that surface, and that's what I'm saying
Yeah,
happened.
it's heavily implied is what you're saying. Copy.
Yeah.
Let's move on. Let's keep going.
Compensating for something.
So Bowser wants to marry Peach. He's looking for a cross-species relationship. This is like a bestiality
tale.
thing, and I get that Bowser is, I don't know, a
turtle?
dinosaur, but on his side
He's a
of things,
turtle.
this is bestiality.
He's a turtle.
trying to fuck outside of his species. That's really weird.
It's called love. All right.
It's called love. He
I did it
wants
for love.
a fairy tale wedding.
I met a guy who called it
tale.
love when he fucked a horse. To me, that's still bestiality.
Yeah, but the horse
You met a
wasn't
guy?
anamorphic.
I did.
Anamorphic? Is that what it's called? What's the
I saw it. I read Animorphs. Yeah.
anamorphic?
They also made a show on Nickelodeon.
I saw that. Yeah.
First of all, in this land of make believe, it's not that far off. Okay, he's consenting. She's consenting. Well, she's not consenting.
I know.
'cause She doesn't
Well,
They
she was
are.
there.
she's not.
She's not consenting to him.
No, she doesn't
Fine.
consent. But there's
he's
a
a-
reason that Peach, as soon as Mario shows up, is like, "You're my guy," because it's species. It's allowed. She doesn't want to fuck a mushroom, just like she doesn't want to fuck a dinosaur.
Well, I mean, are they actually mushrooms? Is that what they are?
What else?
Or do they just
Tim,
have
what do
weird
look
heads?
To you? What do
They
you what do you
look
see
like
when you look at
it
it?
looks like a mushroom, but maybe
Okay.
they're not. They just got mushroom heads.
No, they're mushrooms, Tim. They're mushrooms. It's the mushroom kingdom, my friend. Listen to where they live.
Okay, that isn't just because. So What does that have to do with anything? I'm looking at
Then
it.
we get Bowser playing the song Peaches on the piano. The song nominated for a Critics' Choice Award for Best Original Song. It's good. He also plays on the piano the traditional Mario music.
He does.
He does that.
Yep.
I liked that. I dug that. One of the other Easter eggs. Bowser tortures Luigi. For one thing, he does torture. His torture is by tugging on Luigi's mustache, and Luigi immediately fucking cracks and just snitches on his brother.
He does,
from
yeah.
a mustache tug. That okay.
Oh,
Listen,
there's a
I'm
mushroom.
repping his hat. I'm wearing it. That is not the Luigi I know. That's not my Luigi. Luigi loves his fucking brother. I could tug Luigi's mustache for fun. I could tug it for pleasure, or I could tug it for torture. He's not going to tell me about Mario if it's a secret, because he loves his brother. But Bowser tugs his mustache, and he's just like, yeah, this is my brother. Go get him.
That's fine.
I lost
That's not the
respect.
main problem. That's not the main problem I had with this whole situation with Luigi at
Well, I'm going
at
to make
the
a drink,
bar-
and you
the
tell
Bowser-
me. I'm making a drink.
My problem was when he was in the prison and he's in the cage and he could very clearly squeeze right on through. I mean, those
that
bars.
is standard
Very far apart.
cartoon comedics.
He could just squeeze right on through.
I
Toadstool
think that
is
fits
indeed a
standard
mushroom.
cartoon comedics, though.
I don't
You
think
can
he could
always
have got
fit
through.
between the bars in a cartoon.
But see, I don't think he could have got through. I think that hard half shell would have stopped him. I think he can get his hands, but I don't think the shell was that that malleable.
Tim,
Toadstool is a mushroom.
do you think
about
Luigi.
Luigi
has a shell?
Oh, they're talking about Bowser at the end when he was a tiny guy. Sorry, I wasn't paying
Luigi.
attention.
Tim, you're
Luigi
skipping to the
could have fit
climax.
through.
God, you always rush to the climax. Sometimes you can take your time.
It's true.
Yeah, take your time, Tim.
No, I don't think Luigi could have fit through. You think so?
100%. There was two bars specifically. He could have just. He didn't even have to hold his breath or anything. He could just step right on through.
But where's he going? He's gonna fall into the fucking lava. That was a problem.
Climb up the thing like he does later.
Yeah, and what happens when he does later? He slips and
He falls
falls.
off.
So he never does. So he never would have, and then he would have died sooner because Mario wouldn't have been
Thank
Raccoon Mountain.
God. Thank God.
I love
What?
Luigi. Luigi's my favorite character. You son of a bitch.
Wahoo!
Wahoo!
And speaking of the cages, you have the cute little the star who just
Yeah.
the whole joke is that they say really serious, somber Edgar Allan Poe things.
It's very morbid.
Yeah, morbid stuff. Morbid stuff about how the only hope is the sweet relief of death, but he says it excitedly and cheerfully.
Yeah, like a child.
I think it works. It works. But, I mean, I wasn't like, oh my god, this happy little cute star is saying dark things, which I think is what they were going for, but I was just like, okay. I see it. I get it. It works a little bit. I give it a little bit.
I thought it was funny.
Okay.
And then just
Yeah.
get the way it giggles.
It's all right.
You're like, oh, this thing's fucking creepy.
What do you think of the Mario Donkey Kong fight? What do you think of Chris Pratt fighting Seth Rogen? I'd rather watch that. I'd rather
it
watch
was okay.
Chris Pratt fight Seth Rogen.
I liked the scene, but at that point in the movie, it felt like a lot of the rest of the movie felt like, which just felt like, let's get as much of the locations and the characters and everything into the same movie as possible.
Especially with the powers, the power-ups. Because this is where we get the little power-up. He grabs a mushroom and he's like, oh, I can't wait to eat this. I don't like mushrooms, but they made me grow
Yeah.
big. And he eats it, even though this mushroom looks distinctly different than the other mushrooms you've been eating that made you big. And he goes, little, you know what I didn't like here? In the games, you eat a little mushroom, you're super fast. You're so fast you can run upside down. I don't know how that works, but video game logic does. He doesn't get any faster. He just gets littler. At least make him
right.
faster. Give him the speed.
I mean,
how is this a power up? Like,
they're not all good. Maybe you need to get into a small hole. You don't know.
how is this gonna help you? It's just a power down.
Have you
I
played
don't
the
know.
games? Have you played the games, Dave?
Couple
No.
of them.
It works in the games. There are many times, as Tim said, you got to squeeze into a tight crevice. Sometimes there is such a thing as too big.
I wouldn't know, but sometimes there is.
That's
anyway,
not what she says.
I thought it was a good, homage to the original game of when when DK and him are fighting, with the classic barrels. It was a fun time.
No, it is.
There's nothing wrong with it. It was a good time.
Mario gets the shit beat out of him by Donkey Kong, though. Donkey Kong just fucks him up.
I wish he kind of had a better thing than a cat. The cat thing was dumb,
I know, they thought it was funny.
Excuse me.
But here's the thing. When Donkey Kong laughs at him, he's like, oh, you got a cat. He got the cat. But then Mario beats him using cat skills. It's like, did you not realize getting the cat gives you these really cool cat skills? Because he had a lot of fucking cool skills that Donkey Kong seemed surprised by. Like claws?
Yeah.
Donkey Kong isn't that smart of a character, I wouldn't say.
You watch your fucking tongue. Don't you disrespect. He's probably just high, Dave. He's fucking high.
It is Seth Rogen, so you're probably right.
Yeah.
And you know what? Gorilla beats cat every time. That part I call bullshit. He may have claws and reflexes.
Yeah, as long as he gets a hold of him.
Gorilla's gonna beat a cat.
Yeah, he can. If he grabs him like Hulk did with Loki, just smashes the shit out of him.
Just fucking
boom,
go.
Boom, boom.
That's what we should have seen. Fucking Donkey Kong just obliterating Mario, just smashing him back and forth till he fucking just bleeds out. That's how it should have been.
I mean, he did in the beginning, but yeah.
Wow.
We get a bit of Mario Kart on the fucking Rainbow Road because again, they're trying to bring in every single thing that Mario has ever done. This was the epitome for me of when it became how much from the games can we squeeze into the movie. This was like the moment. It had already happened a lot.
A big one.
It had already happened a lot, but here it was because it was so not like Mario Kart. But they're just like, we're driving cars on Rainbow Road like Mario Kart. Get it?
Yeah.
And they do the like blue shell, like one of the Koopas, one of the fucking Koopa Troopas is just like activate blue shell and like flies himself, and it's just like, okay, I get what you're doing.
Oh no,
and I don't like it.
I loved it. With the moment they walked around and they're like doing what was it?
You're wrong.
Is it AC/DC? The music, the hard rock
Frank
music,
Sinatra.
And he's like,
it was
not Sinatra, and they're making their own Thunderstrike. Oh, dude! I wish they played that the entire time they were doing
it. You sure you're not thinking of My Way?
No, I'm not. I did like that Mario was hitting on Luigi was hitting on Princess Peach.
Wait, dude,
and Donkey Kong was like, "Are you hitting on her? This is how you flirt? This is embarrassing."
Okay.
Totally calls him out. That was so funny.
Here's the thing, though.
Sure.
This was, again, people, it's a kid's movie. They're just trying to force nothing had happened between Mario and Princess Peach to insinuate any sort of romanticism. He showed up and was like, you're gonna take me to my brother. And she's like, if you can do the gauntlet. And he couldn't. And she still took him. And now all of a sudden they're just like, oh, there's a spark. Where? What spark? Where? When? They haven't done fucking anything.
He's saying no because she's like, you've never been driven on a Rainbow Road. He's like, no. She's like, next thing you say that turtles aren't, evil. He goes, no, they're actually kind of nice. We have them as pets. And she's like, pets. He goes, yeah. Why don't you come back to Brooklyn? I'll buy you one. That's he's throwing it out there.
Is that your go-to line, Tim? You offer to buy a woman a turtle in Brooklyn?
But I'm saying he's saying like, yo, after this, if you want to hang out, you want to come see Brooklyn, we can go over there. We can have a thing. I'll call you to Strawberry. You come over here. We can try some of this. Say hello to your mother. You know what I mean? I don't know what's going to happen, but hey, I
had a pet turtle once.
I have a pet turtle. Toka.
Mine was named Meep Squidoo. I gave it as a gift to my nephew who squeezed it too hard and killed it.
Oh my God. What?
Well, my turtle's alive. You know what I did like about this scene? Peach on that bike. Bent over.
Oh my God, what is happening?
They drew her well.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyway.
I'm just saying I didn't hate it. That's all I'm
I'm
saying.
here. No, we're all here when you're saying Jessica Rabbit. I'm not bad. I'm
Did
just
you
drawn
hate
this
it,
way.
Tim? Did you look at it and say yuck?
I didn't look at it and say yum yum either. Like
I certainly didn't. I was waiting for her to like do the double jump and like float.
I
And
bet
she didn't
you
do
were.
that. She didn't do it.
This is where they start hinting at the romance, as we said, between Mario and Peach. She didn't have a lot of options. They're the only two humans. Her dad was a fungus. You know what? Okay,
no.
I'm skipping around in my notes. I read her dad was a fungus, and I attributed it to this movie. My notes, it was actually for the live action, where I was saying the story of the live action, her dad was a fungus. It made sense.
yeah.
They evolved into humans, and then he got de-evolved back to fungus. Here, it makes no sense. Why is she the only human? It's an unanswered
First of all,
question.
that was Princess.
It's the wrong character.
That was Princess Daisy in the
this is
90s.
Peach.
Okay,
This
well,
is
I
Peach.
retract, but the
Just saying.
statement remains that at least the princess in that movie.
But you see that she somehow walked through a tunnel and came over, and then the mushroom crew was very nice to her, and then made her princess. Okay, so like, do you need a fucking
I don't
backstory
recall
for
seeing
everything?
that. Did that happen?
Yes, you fucking moron. You don't remember that?
She went through a tunnel and there was a crew?
Yeah. Yes. She talks about her past, and she says like, I don't know
does
how I
she?
got here, but like I came through the tunnel, and they all welcomed me in, and then they started training me, and then they show her like training on the fucking gauntlet.
That sounds
and then,
like a good
she's-
backstory. They should have done that.
They
Yeah.
did do it, you mook.
I don't remember it.
Oh,
See?
I hate both of you.
I'm not alone.
Also, my shirt's supposed to be red. Why is it orange? I don't understand.
It's
I can
red
change
orange.
it in post.
Thank you.
Bowser
Purple,
forces
blue,
Peach
red.
into a wedding in which she immediately gets out of. Again, where there's no story plot whatsoever to it, because she just gets a frozen flower. Toad just shows up. She's getting ready to walk out. She has a bouquet. Toad just shows up and he's like, here, take this. And she just has a frozen flower and walks out and is like, freeze, freeze, freeze to everybody. No build up, no tension, just everything is, here's the next step, here's solution. Here's next step, here's solution. How many more Mario things can we get in? Did we do the frozen flower yet? Nope. Put it in the bouquet. That's how she's gonna get out. Boom.
That's
No mention
that's
of it.
But okay, hold on, because you're saying this like next step, next step, next step. Well, you're missing that on the Rainbow Bridge. Everything
Jeez,
went
Tim, have
fucking
another drink
sideways.
now, right?
I'm trying to. It's
Rainbow,
fucking
bro.
Mango, yo, bro.
Rainbow, bro.
Everything went fucking sideways. They got fucking ambushed by Bowser. Mario and fucking Kong went Noah and the whale. You know, they got eaten up by a fucking whale. Not Noah, Jonah.
Jonah.
Noah's. It's
Get
Noah's
your
Ark.
biblical
Come on,
history
Jonah.
correct.
Noah was on top of the water.
Yeah, Jonah was in the water. So they went Jonah and the whale. Okay, everybody got captured. Even fucking Peach and all. No, Peach went back to the Mushroom Kingdom, and then they got captured while they're in the fucking Mushroom Kingdom because they fucking started torturing Toad. So yeah, everything went shit for a while. It wasn't just like, oh, I got the solution right away. They all went shit. And then what happened? And then Toadstool snuck a fucking frozen flower in her bouquet. The moment she got a chance, she said, fuck all y'all, and then just went bloop, 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 and then started freezing bitches. Ka, 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 Iceman. Ha,
I think
ha.
I would hang out with Rainbow Bro that Tim was talking about.
Rainbow, bro.
Yeah, Rainbow Bro. Yeah,
He seems
he's probably
cool.
a fun guy. He sounds like a cool guy.
So anyways, forced wedding. He's like, you're gonna marry me into bestiality. I'm gonna. What does Bowser's dick look like? We don't have to get into detail. I don't mean
He's
to be
a
crude
turtle.
or crass. That's not my type of thing. But are we talking? Where does it come from?
His
Where does it go?
nethers. Well, first of
Where
all,
did it
he's a
come from? Where did it
turtle.
go?
So
I mean,
he's got turtle penis.
it's like a triangle, little. Like
Dave,
the
you
tail.
had a turtle that got crushed. Did you see its penis?
No, I think it was hidden the entire time. Though I did have to give it some baths sometimes because it was a little baby and I had to little wash it like this little bit of soap. But no.
Princess Peach kills a man. She flings a flaming spear intentionally over the Babam, who is a guest at the wedding. He has like a mustache. He's wearing, I think, a bow tie, and he's sitting in a seat there to support her and watch her marriage. He doesn't know. No, pause. Tim, don't give me the look. He doesn't know that Bowser is forcing her into this. He doesn't know it's a negative thing. He's just like, I'm here to see this beautiful union. And she lights his fucking head on fire, and he goes, oh no! And then he explodes. He's fucking dead. That was an anthropomorphic character who had thoughts. He probably had a family.
You think that Princess Peach had any say over the guest list? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying she did, but do you think that Bowser told every member of that guest list that this was a human trafficking situation? Because I don't think he did.
He told his army that they're going to have a crazy wedding otherwise, and they're going to destroy people. So I'm assuming
the Babam's not a part of his army, Tim. The Babam was a guest.
So the Babam is cool with watching people get sacrificed in the lava pit just out of arm's reach of where this wedding's being taken. This union.
Yes, but he doesn't know Princess Peach is a victim.
Yeah, but he didn't. But he's also not telling Bowser not to kill the fucking King Kong, not to kill the fucking Donkey Kong's kill, the army, the Kong army. That's what I'm trying to say. There's people getting murdered.
That Babam knows.
No, not what he knows. He could see because they're killing the people in the lava right across from him. He could see them.
For all he's knows,
not innocent.
Those are war criminals. For all he knows, they tortured women and children. He doesn't know what's up.
How would he know? He knows that Bowser is a bad guy. How would he not know that?
How?
How is he not?
What has he seen Bowser do? Right here, he's just here to see Bowser get married. He could be, he could be a guest list of a guy. Sometimes you invite somebody to something because just for the status. Oh, Mr. Babam, he's well renowned. He's wealthy. He's known. He's connected. We should invite him just for the connections. And because I met him once at a brunch with my father.
At a brisk.
Like, if Mr. Babam and Bowser shared a brisket one time, and now he's invited here, and that's it. That's his only connection. And then Princess Peach lights his head on fire and makes him explode. That's all I'm saying. We have to acknowledge that. Okay, even if he's bad, Princess Peach exploded a man.
But see, here's the thing. This is the argument that Kevin Smith had in Mallrats or Clerks forever ago. The construction team on the second Death Star, they all got blown up. They got killed. Now, when the guy comes into the store, he says he knew a guy was working for, organized crime, and they got murdered. You take the job. You know where you're at. The guy knows who Bowser is. You can't tell me he doesn't know where Bowser is. Bowser's been taking over fucking kingdoms before they got the Mushroom Kingdom. They've said it. He was looking for the star. He killed those fucking penguins or was about to kill them. You can't tell me that this guy's well versed.
But the Babam wasn't there for that.
Yes, but you can't tell me he doesn't have a guy who doesn't know. Like he's not gonna know. He's gonna know. If there's a guy who's knocking off chess pieces off the global landscape, you're that high up, you're gonna fucking know. That guy's gonna fucking know.
You're inferring a lot, Tim. I don't like your inferrals.
I'm inferring a lot. You're playing ignorant at best, my friend. The guy knows. He's smarter than he looks. He never should have been there to begin with. And I dare say that everybody who went to that wedding is a bad guy. It's like, you go into like a criminal's wedding. Everyone there is probably a criminal. I don't know if that's true. Like a mafia. You know what I'm saying? If you get invited to a mafia wedding,
I went to my cousin's wedding and he was arrested once for driving a vehicle that was not registered. Are you saying I'm a criminal?
You could be.
I could be.
I'm gonna check the tapes.
Oh my god!
I'm checking
my
your
own
record.
life choices. Anyways, whether he was good or bad, Princess Peach fucking exploded a man. That's all I'm saying.
Well,
the live action ends with the merging of the two worlds, and you know what? This one does too. And I almost felt like, was that an intentional homage that Bowser gets brought into Manhattan?
I almost want to wonder why Mario and Luigi were in the real world in Brooklyn in the first place? Why weren't they already in Mushroom Kingdom when the movie started?
Well, because they're plumbers in Brooklyn. What would they be doing in
that
Mushroom
was
City?
That was a long conversation.
Is that like in the actual video games? Like,
yeah, they're not from Mushroom City in the video games.
Yeah.
They're real human plumbers from the real world who get brought into Mushroom City.
From Brooklyn. Where Brooklyn at?
Now, I do think they do a good job of making Bowser a pretty cool, intimidating villain. Even though, he's very funny, he's very comedic. Here in the climax, we really get to see him just being like, showing his power. He's blowing fire. He's intimidating. What are you making a face at me for, Tim? He's intimidated. I was intimidated.
No. I was gonna mention something, but I want you to keep going. I agree with you. I think this climax was a lot of fun. I think he was intimidating. He's doing a lot of cool shit. He's beating the fuck out of Mario. I loved Luigi saving Mario with the sewer the sewer lid. Yeah, the manhole cover.
That was cool.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Manhole
cover.
Manhole cover.
That's
this
what
is
it
a
is.
family show. It's a manhole.
Like, which family? It's very dysfunctional.
The
Mario family.
But no, it was a cool scene when he fucking Captain America's it, Luigi, which they're trying to redeem him because he was a little bitch who gave up Mario after having his mustache tugged. Like we got to make him a hero and redeem that he was a little bitch who gave up his brother.
He went through the haunted mansion, right? Luigi's haunted mansion.
He's been scared the whole movie. That's the whole point. Yeah. And now he's stepping up because he's with his brother because his brother kept telling him, as long as we're together, we're going to be all right. And he's like, you know what? You get my back all day. I got yours now, buddy. And then what do? They both superstar. Yeah.
So, speaking of the superstar, Luigi and Mario, they share a superstar. In the video game, superstars last, depending on the game, between 7 to 20 seconds. Yeah. I feel like this lasted more than that.
It was a good night. Yeah. You know what I mean? It was a good time.
They supersonicked it. You know what I mean?
Last a little longer.
I'd buy that for $1. Now,
I wish. Not at my age.
They trap Bowser by making him eat a tiny mushroom that shrinks him, and they put him in a jar. But we already know you lose your power up if you take a hit, because we see even little Mario, he gets like slammed against a wall, becomes big. Why doesn't Bowser just fucking slam his head really hard against that jar?
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
That's a good point.
Like he's playing
headbutt the jar as hard as you can and grow big and bust out of that bitch. And
or when he's playing the piano.
You would scare the shit out of them all because they think they got you. And that would be the like Jason Voorhees. You think you've killed him, and he just shows back up last second, and the movie can just end with a freeze frame of fucking Bowser busting out of the jar and just clawing Mario's fucking back open or something.
Maybe he personally likes it in there. You know what I mean?
Gets a little time to yourself.
I don't think he does. He can't fuck Peach in there. He can't fuck her in there. Not...
Okay, all right.
Anyway, it's kind of funny that Mario's idea to save Mushroom Kingdom was to send the Bill the Bill or whatever, Bill the Bullet or whatever it was, into the tube.
Bob the Builder, you mean?
Yeah, that blew up. But then he like destroyed fucking Brooklyn.
Bob the Builder?
No, Mario. It's Mario's fault that they came to Brooklyn. They weren't in Brooklyn. Fucking Bowser wasn't fucking cruising to Brooklyn. Mario took him to Brooklyn, and then he had to go save Brooklyn.
How did Mario take him to Brooklyn?
You fucking moron! Did you watch this film?
Talking about he sent the fucking bullet.
Yeah, he sent the bullet into the fucking tube, and then it sucked everybody into Brooklyn. He didn't mean for
everybody in Mushroom Kingdom to go in.
I'm not saying he purposely meant for it, but it's because of him they're there. That doesn't change the fact.
Accidents happen, Tim.
I'm just saying. And then you got to be like, I got to step up. Yeah, motherfucker, you got to clean up your mess. You just fucked up Brooklyn. Well, part of it, a couple streets. You got to go get that shit done. Take care of business. You know what I mean?
We get 2 post-credit scenes. A mid-credit scene of Bowser singing Peaches, Peaches, Peaches.
That's him.
Nominated for a Critics' Choice Award. Didn't win. I voted for it. For Best Original Song. It's comedic, and then the lights turn on because they have it close in, so it seems like he's big singing it, and then they zoom out and he's tiny and he's a cage, and now his voice is squeaky because tiny things have to have squeaky voices, and they're like, oh, he's still little. Hilarious. Credits roll again. Another end credit, which I'll admit I was trying to fast forward to it because I didn't want to sit through credits, and then I saw it and I tried to pause and rewind, and it didn't work, and the movie just ended. But I was like, you know what? I saw it and fast forward. It was a Yoshi egg hatching. I didn't go back to it, but that's what it was.
And he goes, Yoshi.
Yeah.
Yoshi. Because we know, I think we'll discuss it next week. Donald Glover, I think, is Yoshi. I remember this casting announcement.
What? That's okay.
Yeah. We'll talk about it next week.
I could be wrong, but I remember them announcing this where it was like, this is really a discussion for next week, but I remember being like, Super Mario Galaxy movie comes out in 3 weeks, and then they announced Donald Glover's been cast as Yoshi, and everybody was like, what do you mean been cast? The movie comes out in 3 fucking weeks. And I was like, did they just hire him and have him record all this audio last minute? Was there somebody else?
No,
they got animated to your voice, so you gotta record it first.
I heard what he said, and I'm not gonna say it till next week. We'll talk about it next week.
Okay. Tim's going to save it for next week. You better tune in next week. Bitches.
Tune in next week.
Because now is for a little time we likes to call Letterboxd time. This time where we take a look at what the people of Letterboxd think, and then we give our own Letterboxd opinions. On Letterboxd, this movie has an average rating of 3.2. That is out of 1.7 million ratings. The most common rating is 3 out of 5, making up 28%. Dave. I normally go to Timbo, but he hates being first.
I do.
So I'm going to you. Give us your just quick final thoughts on the movie. Wrap up your thoughts and tell us your Letterboxd score.
Well, as editor, I rewatch all these movies with you, so I also watch the live action. And I love that. I feel like I'm there with you. And then I watched this one, and what's funny is that my end score for this ended up being the exact same end score as what I scored the live action one for completely different reasons.
But the live action one's better. You have to admit that.
It's, it is better. For a variety of different reasons. It's probably the one I would probably prefer to watch out of the two. But there is something about this movie that is for the fans of Mario. Like, there's locations, there's characters, there's shout outs and Easter eggs. The animation is good. I don't mind the voice acting and all this, but the problem with it is that the story isn't there. It's just thrown in together once they had all of their Easter eggs in there first, and then they're like, oh, let's just throw the story in there secondary and see what fits best. So for me, it is a 3.5 out of 5.
Understood. Timbo, what do you think, my man?
I think you've gone fucking nuts. I saw you pour that drink while he was talking, and you're like, oh shit, this is too big. I would say, my friends, that I had a lot of fun with this movie. I watched it with my kids, so you can call me biased, whatever. I don't know. I don't give a shit. We had a family movie night, and we had a blast with it. They actually sat through it the whole time because I got young children at the time of this recording. And you know what? Some of my favorite scenes, I wrote them down. Let's go through them. I like the training montage. I like the go-karts, the Rainbow Bridge, the Corky Romano. Me and my wife are convinced there's a Corky Romano reference.
Corky Romano?
Yeah,
it's Ray Romano.
Nope. It's the movie Corky Romano when they go into the beginning of the Donkey Kong Country, and he's like, hop in. And that whole sequence, we're convinced it's from Corky Romano. The DK Mario team up, the Luigi Mario Superstar, all that stuff. We had a great time with it. And with that all being said, I'm not going to waste anybody else's time. I'm going 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5. Call me biased. I don't give a shit. I had a good time. It's a fun movie. I can rewatch it. We put it on here at the Casa de Me a lot. My kids got the toys. We have a good time. My son has a Mario hat. Dude, it's a good time.
All right. Now it's my turn. I think this is pretty actively a bad movie in a lot of aspects, but at the same time, I really dig the animation. I do dig the, you know what, on a very basic kind of, I don't know, ultimate, like, lower intellect level, they do reach me with just, look at this thing. You remember flowers? Hey, you remember that raccoon? And I'm just like, oh, fuck, I do remember that. That's cool. Like, they get me there, even though it's so bad and it's so dumb and there's no story and there's a lot of things I complain about. I have a decent time with the movie. It's a 3 out of 5 for me. I think that the live action version takes a lot more swings, undeniably, and really tries to make it its own thing. And it's like, you know what, we're just going to tell a really cool story. The story is so much better in the live action version, I think, whether you like it or not. It's fucking weird. It's wild. It's a lot of fun. This is just, hey, Mushroom Kingdom. Hey, fucking Rainbow Bridge. Hey, Donkey Kong. And I'm like, this is bad, but okay, you have me. You have me for a little bit. I'll watch. So 3 out of 5. That's my ranking. And I'm not going to change it, so don't try. Timbo. This concludes our episode on the Super Mario Brothers movie. Why don't you take us out?
I'm glad you told me specifically that this was over. Dave, where can the people find you if they would ever so choose to, my friend?
If they so choose to, they can find me on YouTube under the user handle Interpreting Everything. I try to review as many things as humanly possible 4 days a week. So check me out over there. Yeah.
Sweet. With that being said, this is our wrap-up of the Super Mario Brothers. Let us know what you think we got right, what we got wrong, where do we power up, where do we power down, according to Dave. Let us know what you're drinking. Do you like the high noons? I'm not exactly sold, but it was light, so it was kind of nice. It's not so heavy.
You like the blue moons?
There's blue moons, there's high noons, and then there's Josh, who's drunk noon.
I'm
With that being said, please like, comment, share. We are a growing podcast, so please help us grow with you and grow with us. And let us know what you liked about this show. Next week, we're doing Super Mario Galaxy, or it's the Super Mario Galaxy
That's it.
movie?
Super Mario Bros. Galaxy?
Super Mario Bros?
No, it's Super Mario Galaxy movie.
There you go. The Super Mario Galaxy movie, so stay tuned for that. We'll talk more about that. And we'll finish up the Super Mario franchise. With that being said, Josh?
We'll catch you on that flippity flop.